circulatory system includes the heart, blood, and blood vessels. The circulatory system is extremely long. If you were to lay out all of the arteries, capillaries, and veins in one adult end to end, they would stretch about 100 kilometers. By comparison, the circumference of the Earth is about 40,000 kilometers. That means a person's blood vessels could wrap around the planet approximately 2.5 times. What is the function of the circulatory system? The circulatory system delivers oxygen, nutrients, hormones, among others. It also is responsible for the removal of waste products and the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. It also distributes blood throughout the body. The major function of the cardiovascular system is for transportation. So what are the components of the circulatory system that allows it to perform its function? The major components are the blood vessels, the blood, and the heart. The heart. An average person's heart will beat about 115,000 times each day. So how heavy and how big is a human heart? The heart weighs less than a pound, and it is about the size of a person's fist. Where is the heart located? The heart is enclosed within the medial section of the thoracic cavity. The heart is bounded by the left and the right lungs. The heart's apex is directed toward the left hip. Its base points toward the right shoulder. The heart is protected by a membrane called The heart has 4 valves, which allow blood to flow in only one direction through the heart chambers. These are the arterioventricular valves and the semilunar valves. Although the heart is a single organ, it is responsible for 2 types of circulations. What are the 2 types of circulations? The blood vessels of the body are functionally divided into 2 distinctive circuits, the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit. The circuit from the right ventricle to the lungs and back to the left atrium is called pulmonary circulation. The circuit from the left ventricle through the body tissues and back to the right atrium is called systemic circulation. In order to perform its functions, the circulatory system has major blood vessels to carry materials to the human body parts. What major blood vessels transport blood to the different parts of the body? These blood vessels are the arteries, veins, and the capillaries. The arteries. The artery is the larger and the thicker type of blood vessel. It carries oxygenated blood away from the heart. It branches into smaller and smaller arteries and then into arterioles. The veins. The vein is less elastic and muscular than arteries. Veins have valves that permit flow of blood only in one direction. Venules carry oxygen-poor blood to veins. They carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart. The capillaries. The capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. This is where the exchange of nutrients and gases take place. The capillaries connect the arterioles to the venules. In the human body, the major veins are the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. The major artery is the aorta. In the heart, the sinoatrial node causes the atria to contract, and it sends signal to the atrioventricular node to signal the ventricles to contract. This is how heartbeat is being regulated. Another component of the circulatory system is the blood. The blood is made up of plasma, platelets, white blood cells, and red blood cells. The plasma is the liquid component of blood. It is a mixture of water, fat, sugar, protein, and salts. The main job of plasma is to transport blood cells throughout the body. The thrombocytes. The thrombocytes are also known as platelets. They help the blood clotting process or coagulation by gathering at the site of the injury. The leukocytes are also known as the white blood cells. They help the body in fighting infections. And lastly, the erythrocytes. These are the red blood cells. They contain a special protein called hemoglobin, which helps carry oxygen. Blood appears red because of the large number of red blood cells, which get their color from hemoglobin. After knowing the different parts and functions of the circulatory system, the question now is, how does the circulatory system transport blood throughout the body? And also, how can we apply the things that we've learned in order to take care of our heart and the other parts of the circulatory system?